I remember the first time I got separated from my group of friends at a music festival. It was a sea of people, and I was freaking out because I couldn't find them anywhere. And then I saw this guy who was also looking for his friends. And we started walking together just to be like, let's go over here and see if we can find them. And we started walking toward the main stage, and all of a sudden the music stopped and everyone started running for the hills. And I was like, oh no, what's happening? And he was like, there's a tornado. We gotta run. So we started running, and we found some dude's truck, and we ducked under the truck as the tornado went right over us. And it was probably one of the scariest things that I've ever experienced. But that's this moment in your life when you realize the world is actually a scary place and bad things can happen to you. And I think for me that was definitely one of those moments. So I do not know if this story will give you hope or make you more afraid of the world. But this happened recently in Bulgaria. There was a rock concert, and during the concert, there was a really big storm that rolled in, and people were freaking out because the storm was so intense. People started getting hurt. People were worried about their stuff getting stolen. They were worried about, getting struck by lightning. The whole thing. And then this woman realized her phone was almost dead. She needed to get a charger. She needed to call her husband and let him know that she was okay. But the problem was getting to the car in this intense storm. There was this huge line to get out of the parking lot. Cars were swerving everywhere. She finally got out of the parking lot. She's like, okay, I made it. And then all of a sudden, bam! She sees this tornado in front of her. Now she's trapped between the tornado and the concert. She's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? She doesn't know where to go. She doesn't know what to do. She's freaking out. She's calling her husband, but he can't hear anything. There's no signal. And luckily, this random dude in a motorcycle, I guess, saw her, and he's like, hey, you need a ride. And she's like, yeah, I would really like a ride. So he takes off his helmet and puts on his rain jacket, and he's like, hop on. And then he starts driving her through the tornado, and they're driving, and she's holding on for her dear life. And then they finally get to the other side of the tornado, and she's like, thank you so much. You literally just saved my life. He's like, no problem. And then he drives off into the distance. Now, a lot of people are saying this guy is a hero. He definitely saved this woman's life. But I also wonder, what if something had happened to him? It's a dangerous thing that he did, going through the tornado, even though it was to save this woman's life. But I'm glad that he did it. I'm glad that she was okay. And I'm glad that sometimes, good people do exist in this world, and there is hope.